It's about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and here he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skilled by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullen is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo that win the Italian Grand Prix!
Gabella running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too, with the Netherlands.
And Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden Barrett and an early touch and an excellent.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round. now. Hello out there, and welcome to today's episode of Sports Orbit. Sorry, we are starting a bit late, but nevertheless, the show must go on. My name is Afa Achu. Your host, Salifu Usman, is right here with Salifu. Welcome to Sports Orbit.
Yeah, good afternoon, viewers, and it's always a pleasure to be on the back. And let me join up again to say sorry for coming behind schedule.
All right, quickly, without wasting time, we'll start straight from the Champions League, where, of course, our man Chukwueze was in action yesterday as Villarreal confronted Liverpool out there at Anfield, but it wasn't a happy ending in that one for Chukwueze and the Yellow Submarines as they fell 2-0 to Liverpool. Goals came from captain Jordan Henderson, while Sadio Mane wrapped it up much later in the game. Of course, they also had another game ruled out for offside, which would have made it 3-0, but Villarreal have everything to play for in the second leg in Spain.
I don't want to believe that it's over for them.
Yeah.
Yes, they still have a chance. They still have a chance to prove themselves, and definitely, I believe they'll be able to do so. And but looking at that match yesterday, also I commended Liverpool. I never expected that Liverpool. Yes, Villarreal. You may, if you look at the pedigree of the two compared to side by side, the Villarreal and Liverpool, you definitely put your money on the Villarreal. But however, I didn't expect that it will come to that short, heavy defeat for the Villarreal yesterday. And considering the fact that Villarreal so far in this year's Champions League have dominated it, have played very well, doing very well, beat all the big some of the favorite knockouts, our two favorite out of the tournament, and well, they also adjust to have one of the teams that have the best defense so far in this season. But unfortunately, they were not able to contain the firing powers of the Liverpool yesterday. They tried in the first half, but on the second half they collapsed, and then Liverpool have their way and in their usual characters and back into goals. And they have to go advantage going to the second leg. But I still believe that it's not yet over for the Yellow Submarines of the Spain.
Yeah, I mean, looking at that game, it started Villarreal very cagey. At the point, Liverpool found it hard to break them down, as Villarreal usually plays, kept it tight at the back, very few space for Liverpool to exploit, but somehow Liverpool found a way to get that goal, and once they got that goal, somehow Villarreal were on the back foot. Do you think Villarreal have what it takes to overturn this deficit? Because you're already 2 goals down. Do you think Villarreal have what it takes to overturn this 2-goal deficit in Spain?
Yeah, it will be very, very pretty difficult, but I don't want to rule them out completely. But because we're looking at now, just like you say, Villarreal are very good. Villarreal is a team that always play in a defensive style of the game, and having they exploit the attack, exploit the counter attack to get the counter attack. But now that opportunities of sitting back in the second leg is no more there, because they now need to score at least 3 goals to overturn this deficit they are in now. And they need to score 3 goals to overturn this deficit they are in. And for them to score 3 goals, they need to come out attack. And I still want to believe that
See headline day, just focus.
I still want to believe that Emery with Villarreal get their tactic wrong yesterday, because when Emery starting Chukwueze yesterday, I think because of the performance of Chukwueze against the Bayern Munich, that may have given the opportunity to start Chukwueze yesterday. And what I've said, just what we said yesterday, I said Chukwueze, from what I've seen him so far, he always come in and become a effective player when he comes as a soft. But starting him yesterday, and because he was the one that he was the one that decided the game against the Bayern, maybe that he wanted him to explore that opportunity and to also win yesterday. But unfortunately, if he have keep the guy on the bench and allow him to come in the second half, maybe the story will be different.
All right, on to the NPFL now, where Kano Pillars actually won that one over Sunshine Stars to boost their chances of at least surviving in the NPFL. Recall that after the last waters, Kano Pillars were already languishing in relegation waters, and but yesterday they made it count, and it was 1-0 right there at the Mushoda Biola Stadium in Abuja.
Well, maybe Abuja will now begin to welcome Kano Pillars and sounding to become a good avenue, a good venue for them, coming for the first and their first match in Abuja, and they were able to win the match. And remember, if Kano Pillars were languishing in the relegation zone, occupy the 19th position, having been deducted 3 points because of the incident that happened against Katsina United, that fans the beginning of the pitch against in their match against Katsina United, they were deducted 3 points. And because that happened, that puts them downward to the relegation zone and put them on the 19th position. But let's hope that let's hope that they'll be able to now continue from where they start now. They'll now be able to take opportunity of the beautiful pitch, of the beautiful natures of Abuja Stadium, and to be able to now maintain this consistency, maintain this level to continue to win the match. Like this one victory against Sunshine will not be enough to put them out of the relegation. But it's a step in the right direction.
Right, we have the fixtures of yesterday's matches. Some other matches also went down yesterday. We have results of those matches. Maybe just have a look at them. Of course, Kano Pillars will play their next game against Niger Tornadoes, and that will come up on Saturday. Of course, yeah, in Kaduna, actually, in that one.
And remember that Kaduna was also, I think it will be like a no man ground for the two sides. Kano Pillars have been playing Kaduna for a very long time, and I believe that they were even more familiar to Kaduna Stadium and more used to the Kaduna than even the Niger Stadium who started playing the Kaduna recently. So that will definitely maybe they will also take the opportunities also to get the second victory in the match against Niger Tornadoes. But remember, Niger Tornadoes are not just a pushover in their first match and in that stadium. They were able to beat Enugu Rangers, despite the Enugu Rangers won the possess at the moment, beating Enugu Rangers 3-1. And let's hope if Kaduna United, if the Kano Pillars, Kano Pillars will be able to overcome them and secure a 2 consecutive victory. That will be good for the same Masobila side.
Of course, in the other game, of course, there are just 2 matches played yesterday. The other match is Katsina United versus Abia Warriors. Katsina United 2-1 victors in that one over Abia Warriors.
Yeah, that's a good one for Katsina United. It's a good congratulations for Katsina United and Abia Warriors. At the same time, we also look at Abia Warriors. They are not the too fantastic this season in the league. And you don't expect that. I'm not surprised by that result because I don't expect Abia Warriors to travel to Katsina and get the result. But fortunately for Katsina United, they were able to win that match, and that's also good for them. Because remember, Katsina United are also strong wins for the nation or two.
All right, away from that on to the 2023 AFCON qualifier, where Guinea-Bissau will play Nigeria in Senegal. That is because Guinea-Bissau does not have a stadium that meets the CAF nor FIFA standard, so they'll likely be playing their home game against Super Eagles out there in Senegal. Over and over again, I mean, in Africa, we are still struggling with finding a venue, a team. A fixture comes up, this kind of important match, and the whole of the country. You go around the whole of the country, and there's no stadium fit enough to host a CAF or FIFA grade game. And now this is a disadvantage to Guinea-Bissau, if you ask me, playing far away from home in Canada simply because, in Senegal, simply because you do not have a proper stadium to play your home matches.
It is unfortunate that Africa can't stop embarrassing Africans. And I can't imagine a whole nation. We're talking of a nation here. We're not talking of a club,
Yeah.
a whole nation, where a club alone can boast almost 3 to 4 stadiums. If you go to Manchester or you go to all those English Premier League, their training pitch alone is better than
Of course,
their
of
training
course.
pitch alone.
I mean, I remember last season in one of the Champions League matches, Chelsea against Madrid. The match was actually played in one of the training pitches of Madrid.
That's a
Exactly.
club, but
Yeah.
when we are talking of a whole nation,
A whole nation.
sovereign nation, you can't just produce just a single pitch to host a match. It's quite disheartening.
Exactly, and also, in fact, even Gambia and Liberia are two other countries too who are already talking to Senegal to see if they can also use their stadium for their home matches.
And the most disappointing is the Liberia you mentioned.
Yeah,
Is Liberia is going to have a former World Player of the Year
yeah.
as the president of that country.
At least we should have even built one stadium.
A former World Player of the Year as the president of that country, who knows the power of football, who knows what it means to play football. And if at all we don't have anything to give, at least not for the sport, Sport in Liberia under the don't even need to suffer. If there is any other sector that you expected the Liberia to boom and to grow, it's a sport. But unfortunately, the former World Player of the Year sitting as a president and his country can't boast of a stadium to host a qualifying match. We are not talking of it to come and host a tournament, just to host a qualified one-leg match. It's quite annoying for African country.
Away from that, now to different matter, which is still on the new coach for the Super Eagles, where former international Julius Agao and former coach Christian Echuku have lamented the delay in the appointment of a new Super Eagles coach. Recall that, I mean, we are almost in May, qualifiers start in June. Until now, we do not know who is to lead the Super Eagles in the qualifiers. We are still dilly-dallying, talking about whether it's Pesero, who is going to pick up this job, whether it's a home-based coach. We are still going back and forth instead of settling down properly, appointing a coach, and let it start getting his plans. At this point, you won't appoint a coach and the person comes and fails. Nigerians will turn against the person, but not forgetting that, I mean, you're already preparing whoever is coming in for failure already, the way it's going.
Today's 28th.
Yeah.
28th. And the last match between Nigeria and Ghana was played on March 29th in Abuja.
Yeah.
That's complete 1 month.
Complete 1 month.
About one other World Cup played to Ghana. And since that one, October 1 month, and a country that if you are serious to rebuild your football, after 1 month, after you suffer a major defeat in your football history, a major defeat, a major setback. The last time this kind of thing happened was 2006 when we played to qualify for World Cup. So we make our debut in the FIFA World Cup in 1994. Nigeria has been consistent in qualifying for World Cup. Until 2006, we failed to qualify for the World Cup. And after that, 2006, the same thing repeat itself again this year. And after we suffered that major defeat, over almost a month now, by tomorrow to become complete 1 month. But people who feel they are responsible, who are at the helm of football, wasted for 1 month without no decision was taken. Because it assumed that nothing has been taken. As far as I know, after announcing there was no action, no plan for us concerning the defeat to suffer. Now we have World Cup after World Cup Nation qualifier next month by May 30th. In fact, the first match. But now that's means about a month to now. That's almost a month to now.
You still don't have a
coach. And ordinarily, a coach that was supposed to take him qualify supposed to have known his program by now.
Exactly.
Who are going to start for? So we are now going to bring him a coach, maybe a week to the qualifier in the middle of the tournament, and then we will now blame the coach. Whether the coach is good. So it shows clearly that, and I think at the same time, I don't want to believe that Nigeria football is doing the game. Even the Minister of Transport should now have his hand in. Should not be exactly. Because if you feel because Nigeria, as a Minister of Youth and Sport, you are the general overseer of sport. You oversee all sport. And if one particular sport is assumed to be most problematic, you need to take a decision. And for him, all we hear, either in support of the coach or in support of appointments, that's all we hear on the page of the newspaper or in the media. Let action be taken. Can't you for cry and loud? How many days or how many days will it take to shortlist for a job interview?
Exactly.
How many days will it take to a job interview? And if you feel you cannot handle it, consult it out with a consultant.
Simple as that.
And if you feel you don't have the expertise to how to go about it, consult the consultant. Let the consultant call people for interview and then get appoint a good for the country. We can't for one home we are dealing with that country without the coach. And at the end of the day now, by the time we approach the World Cup after qualifying, I'm not again, let's appoint interim coach to take the coach through the qualifiers.
Of course, I
We
mean,
keep on repeating the same mistake. We can't continue repeating the same mistake often and often. So the golfers and the other.
I mean, like what Chukwueze actually said, he said, in fact, by now we should have a coach because the competition is coming nearer. It is so near now, I don't know what the problem is. He said, other countries have named other coaches in other teams except the Super Eagles.
So he was referring to Nigeria football because Nigeria football have named coaches for all
national team except
and
Super Eagles.
Remember, the same have named assistant coaches for the Super Eagles.
Super Eagles.
So you are called assistant coach without the head.
Without the head, of course, because we know the kind of politics that go in appointing the coach of Super Eagles. So of course, you want to get a coach who you feel will be able to dance to your tune, who is favorable, because that's what is going on. Because you've appointed assistants already for assistants who don't even know who they are going to work with. It's like in a country appointing a vice president and you don't have a president. The vice president is wondering, so who is going to be my boss? So it's very, very shameful, if you ask me, that we are running up to another AFCON qualifier, and we do not even know what is going on, because by now, a month to your qualifiers, a coach draws out his plan. You start scouting for players.
Apart from another AFCON qualifier, have a friendly match against
exactly.
This is about 2 weeks now. The same thing. Who is going to take?
So who's going to take? Maybe they might ask one of their assistant coaches, lead out the boys and let's see how you can perform, because it's a very shameful situation, really, if you ask me. Away from that now to take a look at the Europa Conference League. That's talking about the third-tier competition of Europe, where, of course, two Super Eagles stars, Kelechi Iheanacho and Demola Lookman, have been listed as possible to be in contention for that clash against Jose Mourinho's Roma. That match will take place tonight at the King Power Stadium out there in Leicester. Looking at this Conference League, this is this first leg semi-final. Although a lot of people are beginning to just catch on the Conference League, but I'm sure in another 2-3 few years going from now, the league might catch on.
Well, to me as well, I'm not excited about that. That idea of creating now another league, another third-tier league for a continental competition. Well, best to know to the UEFA, they all is pursuing towards making money.
Exactly.
Towards making money, although they say that they also give opportunities for some players who may not have a chance to play in the Champions League to claim that I play in Europe, I play in continental competition. Well, good in as long as we good one, but let's say I hope that they are own Nigerian, the Kelechi Iheanacho and the Lookman, then why the third man is on injury list, he's still down with the injury, and maybe they'll have opportunity to also claim Europe title. So, well, let's have to be this about. I guess in Mourinho side, the Roma side will be very, very, very difficult one. But I don't think it will be very difficult for the Leicester. Leicester have they have showed the class. They have showed their class in this particular competition so far, and let's hope that they'll be able to navigate their way and pass the Roma, the Mourinho, who is always good in playing defensive game.
So looking at this Conference League now, so is it like going to be a situation where the winner of the Conference League now get an automatic spot to play in the Europa? Just like if you win the Europa, you play automatically in the Champions League.
Yeah, I agree with you. That is supposed to be. A winner automatically. I don't think the winner will give you a qualification to the Champions League.
No, it should be the Europa.
It should be the second tier. From first to second. So then the winner automatically also get a qualification to the Champions. But the beauty of it, as much as it's not too exciting to the members of the players, it also gives most of the club opportunity in their local league to compete for something.
Exactly.
If I win the Champions League, I can compete for a Europa League. And I say I compete for a Conference League.
So away from that now too, of course, the Europa League also semi-final matches are are already in semi-final stage. So if we have the fixtures, can we look at the semi-final fixtures for the Europa League taking place tonight also? Of course, in the Europa League, West Ham will be up against Frankfurt. Remember, Frankfurt were the ones who truncated Barcelona's dream.
Yes.
Their dream of at least winning something this season, while RB Leipzig will be up against Rangers of Scotland. Of course, three Nigerians in that Rangers squad also. So we should be keeping an eye on that. But quickly looking at these matches: West Ham, Frankfurt, Leipzig, Rangers.
Looking at the Frankfurt success are over Barcelona. I remember they are the one that caused the present predicament Barcelona is. It wasn't true. After that defeat, Barcelona has never been there. They have not been able to have a final appearance again. So with that success again, with that triumph over Barcelona, so definitely West Ham will now have to be very mindful and be mindful and knew that they have a game in their hand against a German side who knock out the Barcelona. And what West Ham, looking at their performance so far, remember, even though they beat the French side out of they knock out the French side in the quarterfinal, nobody give them a chance after losing their first match. Now they have a very experienced coach in the person of the Moui, and I still believe that it's going to be a very tough one for the two sides. And both sides, and any of the side that progress to the next round or to the final, I will not be surprised. You're talking of the two Nigerian. Definitely, my heart is
with Rangers.
My heart is with the Scottish champion, and I hope that they'll be able to navigate their way.
And credit to Rangers, I think they've done well this season to even get to these latter stages of the Champions League Europa League, because looking at the teams, there are some really tough teams in this year's Europa League also. But I mean, for a team like West Ham, Rangers getting to the semi-final, I think they've done really well.
Absolutely correct.
All right, we'll be looking forward to that one. That match comes up at 8 p.m. Nigerian time, so keep an eye on that one. Tomorrow we'll give you a complete review of all that match and, of course, other sporting events that will be going on in the course of the day. Anyway, at this point, this is where we slam the brakes on today's episode of Sports Updates. Once again, we apologize for starting behind schedule. It was due to some technical issues beyond our control, but nevertheless, tomorrow we promise to give you a more exciting, a fuller package and a more refreshing episode of Sports Updates. Salifu, once again, thank you for being right here in the studio with me.
Thank you.
All right, to come your way tomorrow again, I remain your host, Alpha Acho. Stay safe out there, and it's goodbye.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.